Welcome back to Courtside Talk. We have a new NBA season upon us, and as you can see, me and Matt have big smiles on our face because we are both very excited for the up-and-coming season. So, Matt, what did we do today, man? We put our predictions together. We're going to see who's going to win the chip, Defensive Player of the Year. We're going to talk some smack about each other's picks as always to keep it light and entertaining. So make sure you guys like up the video, subscribe to the channel. And, Matt, I'm going to get you to start it off with who you think is going to go ahead and win the NBA Finals and why. And honestly, I kind of like your pick, but I don't at the same time because I'm a hater. So, start it off.
Let's get to it. It's season 2. We're back at it. It's Matt in the building, and we're going with the predictions. Ooh, the NBA Championship. I got the Warriors.
You think they're going to repeat?
Back to back.
You know, So why do you think they're going to repeat? Tell me.
I just feel like they got better than last year. They have the same players returning. And, you know, they added Jermichael Green. Kuminga got better. Wiseman's going to be back in the mix.
Yeah,
I know Jermichael Green's not necessarily the biggest name, but, like, I just feel like they got the right role players to support them. So I don't know. What do you think?
No, I can agree with that because, like, the name doesn't really matter when you go to a team like the Warriors. Like, when you're on the Warriors, Jermichael Green, like, bro, even Bielitsa. Who the hell is Bielitsa? Like, I was playing nice last year, like, against certain matchups. Like, they know how to use players and motivate them, right? I think the only thing for them is them losing, like, Gary Payton is going to hinder them a little bit on defense and, like, Draymond punching Poole. I don't know if that's going to affect anything. But honestly, I feel like all of that is just kind of smoke, and I think they will be fine going forward. But if the Warriors keep their exact same existing team going into the season, I don't see them repeating. But, Matt, I see them making some kind of move at the deadline. I don't know why. I feel like they're going to do something sneaky, and they're going to get somebody, like, off a contract or, like, a veteran. Because they also lost Otto Porter, too, right? So it's kind of like, I don't know, man. We're going to have to see... We're gonna have to see what the Warriors can do, but I don't mind that pick, but I just feel like the Clippers are gonna be the team this year. So you think the Bucks are gonna come out of the East then?
Yeah, I think so. I think honestly the only reason they didn't last year was because Chris Middleton wasn't playing. Yeah. I think if Chris Middleton was playing, I love the Celtics' magical run from 11th place to the finals.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. We were talking so much shit about them too, and they snapped out of nowhere.
Yeah, but they were playing like dog shit.
Until Christmas. Up until Christmas Day. And then Christmas Day, they had a really good game against Phoenix. They slapped them, and then they started going off from there.
Yeah. So, again, the East is way harder this year. Absolutely way harder. They're definitely going to have to earn it. But I just think the Bucks were the strongest team last year. And if Giannis is going to have an MVP season and you know, the role players kind of chip in the same way last year they did, I don't see why they couldn't win at full strength. They didn't even have Brook Lopez for a lot of the year, so, you know, they were hurting.
Celtics also don't have a coach, too, so.
Yeah. But, you know, drama. One thing I will say, I have to agree with you when it comes to the Clippers. In my opinion, that is the strongest team in the NBA. They should win.
But honestly, they're injury prone as fuck. They're so injury prone, man. Both like between Paul George and Kawhi and John Wall's old and Reggie and like Markieff Morris and Covington and Powell, like these guys are always injured. There's always something going on, and like the Clippers are just a cursed franchise. But when I look at the teams on paper,
11-man deep?
Bro, they are disgusting, man. And Zubac, people are really sleeping on Zubac as a center. Everybody's like, oh, they have no big. But he's a very good center, and I feel like he can help them. And the reason why I got the Celtics coming out of the East is because I think they got better. If Brogdon can stay healthy, I know it's a big if. But I'm going based on health, right? I'm not going to sit here and count teams out because of injuries and what if this guy gets injured and that guy gets injured based on history. I'm looking based on paper, and if all things are to go the correct way, and Brogdon is healthy by the playoffs, and he's that facilitator for them, they're going to be good, man, because Marcus Smart was running point guard a lot for them last year, and you could see how fast a team like the Warriors can pick them apart. Brogdon is a very good point guard. He can also play defense. He has a two-way game. He can shoot the ball. So I think it's going to be Clippers and Celtics, and I feel like that'd be a crazy matchup. PG and Kawhi with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, it'd be tough. So I got the Clippers in 6 because of the experience. Kawhi's getting that third ring to get ahead of KD and separate himself a bit. So we're gonna see.
That'd be crazy.
So yeah, that's for that. That's for the predictions, and we got the MVP 2023. You know how much it pains me to see the picture of Luka and even say that Luka's gonna be the MVP as a Suns fan, bro.
Why not?
Bro, because I saw this I saw you know how they have the all access thing on Instagram with like, oh, what do you project? So I saw this all access thing with the Suns, and it was like a thing of Devin Booker, and the top like 15 comments are like, so the question was like, what do you think the Suns are gonna do next year in the season? And the top 15 comments are like, I don't know, let me ask Luka, because Luka pretty much owns a damn team. So for me, it's painful to say that Luka's gonna be the MVP because I fuck with him. He's a great player, but the Suns hate him, so I gotta hate him too. But he's going to be the MVP next year, man. I don't know, bro. Jason Kidd is talking about, I seen him on All the Smoke talking about Luka being trim. I haven't seen one Luka Doncic picture at all this summer. Not one. I have not seen.
But he was playing in the Euro Basketball League. He looked good.
Yeah, he was, bro. He was fucking going off. But I haven't seen him with a hookah either. And Euro League was like a month ago. So if he's staying in shape, like they're talking about he's in shape, and with the way they ended the season last year and him going to the conference finals and it's like his 3rd or 4th year, it just, all the stars are aligned for him to go absolutely berserk. He's got Christian Wood, which is going to help big time. Jalen Brunson is gone, so all the scoring is on Luka, and I really see him having one of those like 35 points per game seasons this year. He's going to go absolutely ballistic.
Yeah. You know what? I think you owe the Courtside Talk fans like a little bit of like, just your thoughts on like what happened with Phoenix. Like I think everyone was waiting for it at the time.
He happened with Phoenix. That's why I'm picking. Bro, he happened. That's why I'm picking MVP, bro. The same reason why they lost to the Bucks in the finals is because they didn't have the best player on the court. When you have the best player on the court, 8 out of 10 times you're gonna win the series. Giannis was the best player on the court, and Luka was the best player on the court, and it wasn't close. Like him and Booker, it was like Luka. And then Booker, like Luka was just absolutely just cooking the entire team. So I don't give any credit to the rest of the Dallas team because without Luka, it's a fucking sweep. So the point is, Luka is going to be the MVP this year coming up, and he's primed to go, man. He could take out. Look what he was doing to the Clippers in the playoffs 2 years ago in the bubble, by himself. So I just think all the stars are aligned for Luka MVP season, man. Especially with a Euro guy getting it Jokic a year before, it's ready for another European player, 100%.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Luka has probably the highest odds to get it. But I'm gonna go with Giannis.
Great pick too.
Same reason I believe the Bucks are gonna make the finals. I just think that he was really close to winning MVP last year. I don't want to sleep on Jokic. Jokic was pretty incredible. He probably, even with all Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray back, he will definitely be a front runner for this award. I think so too. I anticipate Joel Embiid, KD, and Curry to still be in the mix. I'd love to see John Morant and Jason Tatum's name more involved. But yeah, I just think if Giannis is gonna go on a tear again and keep this team a top 2 team in the East,
which he can.
Healthy. And I think, again, kind of like last year, we were speaking about the theme of like making free throws, making 3-pointers, just people wanting to see those little improvements. If he keeps making those improvements and his free throw percentage is going up, his field goal percentage is going up, 3-point attempts made going up, you know what I mean? If these things go up, I don't see why he can't make a good case for MVP this year.
He's going to. He was 3rd in running, I think, after Jokic and Embiid last year, right? And that's because Middleton was out. He was injured for a bit. The Bucks had a bad start. Giannis is a great pick. If I had to pick one from the East, I would probably pick Giannis over Embiid too next year. I just feel like they won the chip. Last year was an off year. Everybody's talking shit. He's going to snap again. So, see what happens. And no matter how well Jokic plays, Matt, I don't see him getting 3 in a row. Like somebody winning 3 MVPs in a row, like is just historically, it doesn't really happen. and I don't see them giving it to Jokic, no matter if he puts up 35, 15, and 15. Like I just don't.
Really?
I
That's a
don't.
hot take.
Yeah, bro.
I
I
think he
just
has a
don't.
big chance.
That's why I didn't pick him because I don't see them doing that. And then they're gonna say, "Oh, Jamal Murray's back," and da da da.
Yeah, it's
So
definitely going to be tough to three-peat for sure. You know, that's a good point.
I don't think they'll give it to him. Let's see.
Now that I
So
think about it, you're probably right.
for the most improved player, Matt, I really like your pick after looking at it. I know you had an honorable mention from before, so talk about him as well. And tell me why you went with Tyrese Maxey, which is a great pick, honestly.
Yeah, Tyrese Maxey, he's just a player that I see has taken so many strides, and this is his biggest opportunity, right? You have Harden, who's probably going to take from Embiid's shine a little bit MVP wise. You know what I mean? When we're talking about the strongest candidates, because James Harden, I think he's going to have a big year this
Hmm.
year, and Harden dishes the ball a lot, right? And if you look at how Philly's set up, that means Tyrese Maxey's gonna get looks, right? I honestly think he has all-star potential. Call me crazy.
No, I agree with you. I agree, even with the way he was against the Raptors in the playoffs, and like he was playing better than Harden in that series against the Raptors. I watched every single
Yeah,
game, and he was the guy. He was sparking threes, getting back on defense, cutting back door. Like he's active,
absolutely.
bro. He is
Big guns,
active, and I know
for
he
sure.
only he. I feel like Harden's kind of in his way a little bit on Philly, but I feel like he can also learn from him because if he can learn from the Houston Harden that was aggressive, could get to the rim, shoot the three, like and do everything.
Yeah,
I feel like he can really, really step up this year. There's a lot of good players on his team, so it's hard for him to get most improved. He really has to have a big season, but I think he can, bro. I think he can, and like he's gonna demand a lot of minutes. They're gonna play all. They're gonna need him to play all 82 games,
absolutely,
so he's gonna be.
absolutely.
He's a huge pick, man. And your
Yeah.
honorable mention. Who was
How
your
about
honorable
your pick
mention?
too? Tell me about your pick.
Who was your honorable mention?
Oh yeah, sorry. Let's get into that.
Yeah,
So this is someone who's a sleeper when it comes to odds and stuff like that. But I think the person who has the best opportunity to get it is Anthony Simons. Um,
it's a good pick too.
Portland has changed their roster entirely. CJ McCollum's out the picture, so
Jeremy
Anthony
Grant.
Simons has the biggest opportunity to kind of capitalize in that 1-2 position.
Especially because Lillard, like nobody's really been talking about. Is he fully healthy? Is he not healthy? We haven't seen too much of him yet. Like, you're not
Yeah,
seeing crazy highlights of him, like with John Morant going behind the fucking back in transition and doing crazy shit. So like,
yeah,
um,
no
bro,
doubt.
John Morant can win Most Improved too, bro. He can snap and go for 30 a game this year, and he can win that shit too. That's the thing. Like, so, but for me, bro, I went with Michael Jordan's son unofficially. He looks like him, bro. He plays like him. He talks shit like him. He gets after it defensively, offensively. He's one of my
Yeah,
favorite up and coming players right now in the league. And I feel like with Anthony Edwards, like aside Gobert and Cat are gonna do a lot of the defense, and yeah, they're gonna score a lot in the paint. But D'Angelo Russell's not D'Angelo Russell that we once knew. They don't
you
really.
think?
Yeah, bro. They don't really have a great small forward. I mean, Anthony Edwards is poised to average 25 plus this year.
Yeah,
That's what I think he's gonna get most improved. Because if there's 30 shots to go around, the coach is gonna be like, no problem. Let me give 20 of them to Anthony Edwards and the rest to D'Angelo. And
that's fair.
bro, he can score at will. He can shoot the three. He can literally make a mid range with his eyes closed. He literally looks like a young Mike. I'm not even kidding. They look at the picture, bro. They look the same, bro. It's his unofficial son. I'm telling you, bro. So
He
I
has a
feel
good
like he's poised
opportunity.
for a big year. And yo, with Gobert and Cat both setting him screens, and like Gobert being a lob threat and Cat being a pick and pop threat, like if any of them set a screen for Anthony Edwards, you can't double him because he's just gonna get the assist, either the lob to Gobert or the pop to Cat for the three, or the shooter in the corner. Like he's just gonna be able to go downhill and just go crazy.
Yeah,
So I really think he's gonna be the one to get it this year. Um, I don't know, man.
yeah,
I don't think it's gonna be. I think he's really gonna snap,
yeah. His 3-pointer is silky
bro.
smooth.
He can shoot. Like
Yeah,
and he's like,
and he could jump out the gym.
and he's athletic too. It's not like the thing, like like a young Booker. You're like, yo, his mid range is cold. He's kind of
Yeah,
athletic. Like
yeah. No weaknesses.
Anthony Edwards has no weaknesses, bro. Defense, he can shoot the
No,
three. Crazy athletic. So that's my pick for most improved, man. So
really high ceiling.
yo,
Great take.
if I had to have an honorable mention though, I'm honestly gonna go with Mobley. My honorable mention's Evan Mobley there because I feel like with Donovan and that team is really, really good,
Yeah,
they're not going to be able to single cover guard him, and he's a young Chris Bosh, and defensively
yeah,
he's already there, so I think he's going to
yeah.
be up there
That's a
too,
great.
bro.
That's a great choice. Even
Yeah.
Tyrese Halliburton, he's on a new team.
Yo, Halliburton's
He's
going
like,
to snap too.
yeah, he's a franchise player now,
Yeah.
so he could take a leap. He could be an all-star. He has that potential.
We'll see, but the thing with the Pacers is going to be similar to DeJounte Murray, where they're going to finish 11th or 12th with the
Sure,
Spurs. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
But Anthony
Yeah,
Edwards going to be playoff contention. Tyrese Maxey, Philly's in playoff
for
contention.
sure.
So we'll see what happens.
It's
And
gonna
most
be
improved is
interesting.
going to
It's
be
gonna be a
good to
hot race.
watch. Yeah, it's going to be good to watch next year. Defensive
Absolutely.
Player of the Year. So I think the league messed up once by giving Giannis Defensive Player and MVP, because I think Michael Jordan is the only one that deserves that shit. No, I'm just kidding. But I just don't see them. I don't see them giving him MVP and Defensive Player of the Year again. And the only really other competition has been Bam Adebayo, who's injured half the year, and he's really not that guy defensively when it comes to Giannis or even Gobert. Even though I think Gobert is the worst Defensive Player of the Year pick in history because he can't switch out on smaller defenders. So I'm not really mad at the Gobert pick because he's gonna have a great defensive year in Minnesota. He's gonna be protecting the paint. But I just feel like Giannis is gonna, like you said earlier, man, for the Bucks to be really competitive and be that 1 or 2 team in the East, like he's gonna have to play center, power forward, small forward all at once. And I think he's gonna go off this year on defense. And I don't know, man. I feel like it's not even gonna be close. I don't see him getting MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. I see him getting one of the two. But I just don't know anybody else outside of Giannis who's gotten better defensively. Like, bro, he's more athletic. The guy's an animal. Like, I think he should have
Yeah,
won it like, past couple years. So the Gobert pick is tough because he can't switch. I don't like guys that can't switch.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Bro, if Kawhi's healthy, I'm gonna go
Here's the
with
problem.
Kawhi too. But Kawhi, we don't know, right? So, but I got Giannis,
Yeah,
man. I got Giannis for
no,
defensive
I
player of the
like
year.
Giannis as a pick. I think I. The thing is, if he's gonna play MVP level basketball, like whether he wins it or is an honorable, like a finalist, that probably means he is gonna be defensive player of the year caliber player
It's gonna
because
catapult him. He has to be. Yeah.
yeah, a big part of his MVP campaign is playing really
Defense.
good defense, right? That's kind of where he wins his points on top of stuff in the stat sheet and winning. But it's like his defense is off the charts. So if he's gonna be an MVP contender, I could definitely see like why he's the favorite to win this award. So that's a great pick. Now I don't agree with Rudy Gobert being the winner, even though you see that I picked him. So I'm just speaking about, he's won it multiple times, and Cat is just going to make it easier for him. So I just feel like between the league politics, if Minnesota ends up finishing top four and
Decent
Rudy
spot.
Gobert leads the league in blocks, he's
And
probably
rebounds.
defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and one of the league leaders in rebounds, he's probably in. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
Uh,
I can see that. Because, Minnesota's going to funnel everything to the paint
yeah,
for Cat and Gobert to
exactly. It's
lock it
just
down.
I know that people might think that his like because there was not many big men in Utah, that's why he won. And he but I just think this this opportunity might make it easier for him to just have a
Yeah,
block
because
party.
all he has to worry is about defense. He doesn't have to worry
Honestly,
about shit on offense.
now in my opinion, if this player didn't have a health issue, they would probably win it. It's Robert Williams.
Robert Williams could get
So
it too.
yeah, he could
He
definitely
could
win
definitely
if
win.
he was healthy. Shout out Mikal Bridges. I think Mikal Bridges is someone who's should
After Luca torched his ass last year, bro, I'm done with him. I know you can't guard Luca, but bro, like,
he still has a chance, man. He made some crazy defensive plays down the stretch last year. So specifically the regular season.
and any one of the
But
four wings, like on the Clippers, Kawhi can
yeah,
Kawhi can win. PG can win it.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah. So
we'll
so I
see, man.
think I think this race is gonna be hot though because even outside the players we mentioned, like who knows if Anthony Davis has a healthy season, Anthony Davis is
No, no,
automatically
no, no, no. Please don't bring AD into
yes,
this, bro.
yes. Embiid is in the mix too.
Okay,
Embiid is
Embiid's
definitely a
fine.
contender. Miles Turner,
Scotty Barnes is fine. Please don't say Anthony Davis, bro. I'll say Ben Simmons before Anthony Davis, please, bro. Stop.
really?
Anthony Davis
Okay.
is not serious, bro. Guys don't want to play basketball. He's not serious. He's not serious. I'm telling you right now. We're not even gonna continue that. And the six,
Lakers aren't.
the six man of the year, we got Draymond punching Jordan Poole, which is a great photographic. So shout out
Ooh.
to Matt for adding that there. Um, I just think, yo, all the smoke. Clay is going to be not playing 82 games. They're going to kind of want to rest Steph for the playoffs. Wiggins is going to get his rest as well. Jordan Poole is just going to go absolutely fucking berserk off the bench. He's doing the crazy shit in preseason already. For me, it's already locked up. I'm going with Jordan Poole. I just don't see, like, Tyler Hero got his money now. He seems a little Hollywood for me.
Uh,
Like, he's very inconsistent. So and yo, with Lowry being the way that he is, Tyler Hero might be a starter. So I don't even know if they'll consider him a six man at that point. They probably will, just because he'll play a lot more minutes and always come off the bench. But I just think it's gonna be the pool party this year, man.
yeah, it's funny because even Jordan Poole's in a similar situation, but it's just not still Clay isn't like,
hundred
that
percent.
past
Yeah.
time, you know what I mean? Compared to Lowry, who's like,
But the thing is too is that Minnesota. I mean Minnesota. Oh my God, the Warriors run a lot of small ball, so they will literally play Steph Curry, Wiggins, Jordan Poole, and Draymond. Like they'll literally run a small lineup, so he's gonna see a lot of minutes. And like the first three guys ahead of him are all gonna get doubled. Wiggins, Clay, and Curry. So
yeah,
he's just gonna be able to cut back door, get a lot of open looks, a lot of ISO play, and nobody's bro. You double Jordan Poole, what are you gonna do? Steph or Clay Thompson is open. That shit's not happening. You know what I mean? Like no, nobody in the league is doing that. So, and he can
yeah,
score. He can score the ball, man, and he's gotten better defensively too. So, and honestly, when the Warriors' offense gets stagnant, I've seen him so many times last season just come off the bench and score 9 points in 2 minutes. So
yeah.
I think
Jordan
that's
Poole can get hot quick,
yeah,
Uh, he's improved in a crazy way. Like it's funny, Haley. He's taken a lot of stuff. Like he can drive, he can dribble, he can shoot from really
shoot,
really deep. He was torching them in the finals.
yeah,
Um, yeah, Jordan Poole is like a really good pick. I think he has the highest odds to win.
probably.
Uh, yeah, I picked Tyler Hero because I just think he has the best opportunity, given the fact that Miami has Larry and Hero, and I just feel like Larry is taking more of a backseat this year versus I felt like last year they really felt like they were going to be contenders,
They
so
tried
they
to
were
force
trying
it.
to yeah, they were trying to use Larry as much as possible, but I just feel like the game plan might have shifted a little bit for this year. I think we're going to see more of Hero than we definitely seen previously, and I think obviously the contract shows that he's probably going to get used more. But yeah, to be honest, I
All the
think Jordan
Depot's
Poole
there too. So yeah, Tyler Hero can actually go off and get it as well.
for sure, for sure.
What about Gary Trent, bro?
Yo, I love Gary Trent Jr., but I
I
don't
don't think
think
he has a chance either, bro. No chance.
no.
I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, I don't think he has like zero chance.
Shout out the
Rookie,
Raptors, though. They're looking nice.
they are looking nice. Rookie of the year, man. Bro, I'm Italian. This guy's Italian. We don't look alike at all, but my boy from Duke. So I'm gonna go with Paulo Banchero, bro, because I honestly, I'm not a big college guy, but I've always been a Duke fan since I was a kid, and I watched a lot of them last year. And bro, just seeing what this guy can do, like I'm like, bro, the guy was NBA ready 2 years ago, right? So like seeing him in college last year and seeing
Yeah,
what he's doing even in preseason already, like rookie of the year usually goes to the team that tanked. They get a really crazy draft pick, and then they just go off, right? So I feel like he's gonna have a huge season. Honorable mention is Jaden Ivey, though, on the Pistons. But the thing with Jaden Ivey, Matt, is that Cade Cunningham is there. Like I don't see him getting enough go.
yeah,
Ben Carroll's gonna get the ball, all 48 minutes of the game. It's gonna be him and Cole Anthony and who else? Terrence Ross. Like the guy's gonna go off next year. So
yeah.
I really think he's gonna be a lock for rookie of the year, man. Like 6'11", plays like a point guard, can actually shoot the ball. So we'll see, man. He's gonna have a really good season for sure.
Yeah, he's in an interesting situation to be honest with you. If you think about it, like Orlando is kind of like uh they're kind of figuring it out because well, he's at least got competition. I know he has the best opportunity and I agree with you and he's probably the most skilled player in the draft, but like you
He's
have to
just the
remember
most NBA like ready
yeah,
for the
for
draft.
sure. And they're going to use him a lot. But he does have Wendell Carter Jr. He does have Mo Bamba. Um I
But they
I
could
know
play
they
him at
don't
the three
necessarily
too, bro. He's nice like that.
Yeah, he's nice. He's nice. I think Orlando just has, I don't know, they're gonna figure it out. So I think he has a similar opportunity to Ivy as well, because Ivy, as
It's
much
fair.
as you're right, Cunningham is gonna take the shine. He's gonna have a lot of opportunity with that team trying to, I don't know,
No, yeah,
tank
that's
for
fair.
Victor. I don't,
N-
I don't see the
t-
Pistons doing much.
Tank for Victor.
But I just think Ivy has opportunity, and that's kind of why I picked my pick. I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of my pick, but I just
Yeah.
feel like on Sacramento,
Oh yeah.
Keegan probably has the best chance. He's gonna be able to chuck a lot of threes, take a lot of risks. So I feel like all three of them kind of have a very similar situation. Also, another honorable mention, just because uh, he jumped out the gym the other day, Shane Sharp.
Yeah, he's nice
Um,
too.
so I don't. But again, he probably has the most difficult opportunity because he's coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, these
but
guys are all gonna get minutes. These guys are gonna get minutes thrown
yeah,
at
these
them.
guys are gonna get minutes, right? Because they're in different situations. So yeah, I think you're right though. Your pick probably has the highest
I
opportunity
think
to.
highest opportunity. I went with the safe
I
bet
agree.
all the time. I didn't go too like
I agree.
you know. Coach of the year. I actually think this is probably where I took my biggest like. I don't know. I don't know if it's a risk or it's a calculated risk, but I just think the Hawks won. We were talking about this the other day, right? Hawks won 43 games last year. I see them winning 55 to 56, 57 games this year. I really see the Hawks. I don't know if they're gonna go to. They're not gonna go to the finals, but during the
Mhm.
regular season, you're not gonna want to fucking play the Hawks, bro. Dejounte Murray is gonna be guarding every primary ball handler, and Trey Young is just gonna run off
Locked
screens
in.
like Steph Curry, and go absolutely fucking berserk. So they have a solid team. DeAndre Hunter's gonna have a way better year this year. They still have John Collins, Capella, Okongo off the bench. Like they have a solid team, man. They have the Holiday brothers who can also clamp up on defense. So
Yeah.
Trey Young is not gonna have to worry about defense at all this year. He's gonna be able to average 30 and 10 and literally just go absolutely insane. Trey Young has a shot at MVP too, which is crazy because if they win 55 games, believe me, Trey Young has a shot at MVP. So I just think them going from like 10th or ninth last year in the East, they're going to be 4th or 5th. That's a pretty big jump. And I don't know, man. I think Nate McMillan's going to get a lot of credit, which he deserves, man. The Hawks aren't a bad team. They just got to lock in defensively, and they'll be great. And once they do that, I think he's going to end up winning Coach of the Year next year.
Wow, that's an interesting take. I really like that. I think this award is probably the most complicated. Um,
Yeah,
It's because like it's a lot of politics with this award too. It's like on top of being a contending team, uh, it's just I guess the team that has the most team basketball kind of being played. I don't know. It's kind of like it's an award where there's more contenders versus like there's finalists
non-contenders.
in different awards, but this one it could go like a lot of ways. Like when I look at the top names, I see Taylor Jenkins for Memphis. I think that's easy. I think he gets a lot of credit for how Memphis
Plays.
plays, and it's true because when Ja Morant got injured, they still kept a winning record, and that shows that they're well coached.
Who won
So
Coach of the Year last year?
I don't even remember. I'm
I
drawing a
think,
blank.
no, I'm looking it up right now. Coach of the Year 2022 NBA. Monty Williams. Oh yeah, because Phoenix went,
Chris
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
But see, but Coach of the Year too. Like they went 64 and 18, and then he got his ass out coached in the playoffs. No, it's true, bro. The Pelicans was not a 6 game fucking tight series like that. That shit should have never happened, bro. No team that wins 64 games should be tight. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When the Houston Rockets won 65 games, they would have dummied that Pelicans team. When the Warriors won 73 games, they swept that fucking Pelicans. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
no,
100%.
I'm not just discredit, but I just mean like, yeah, Monty Williams, fine. They won 64 games, so yeah, fine. But that's why I picked Nate McMillan because they're gonna win a shit ton of regular season games, probably not do shit in the playoffs, get knocked out in the second round. They're gonna look really good heading into the playoffs, and they'll give him the award. And Taylor Jenkins has a great run for that as well. These are probably the two very good
Yeah.
picks.
So listen, this is where it gets. Let me rattle you up a little bit, okay?
Talk to me.
Chris Finch from Minnesota. If Minnesota does well, he's probably gonna get a lot of credit.
Yeah.
Joe Mazzulla, Boston. If
Yeah.
he recovers,
Oh,
of course, Boston's
and
gonna
then
finish
you know the
thing.
coach left. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, he just came out of nowhere. It took a, you know what I mean?
yeah.
That's gonna be the headlines. Um, Tyronn Lue
What
for
about Nick
Clippers.
Nurse, dog? We
I'm
lost
sure.
Kawhi. What about Nick Nurse,
Sorry.
fam? What about Nick Nurse? Why don't we get Nick Nurse Coach of the Year, bro? Fucking Dwayne Casey won and we got swept, and then we lost Kawhi.
I just feel like at the end of the day, you know the situation with the Raptors. We're from Toronto, and like it's true. Like we do get underrated unless, like, for example, like
We win the
Nick
chip.
Nurse,
yeah,
you consider we have to be the first place team in the whole league, or like first
yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah,
East.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like we always get like underlooked. So I don't foresee us being like top two in the East
Me neither,
personally.
man. No, but
But
honestly,
I
bro,
think the Raptors will be a playoff team. I just don't think like
I think the
not
picks are good.
not the highest seeds. Um,
Honestly, I like our picks overall, man. I'm going through them
yeah.
again. They look good.
Something that like so a team that's gonna be a coach that might win too is Bickerstaff for Cleveland. That guy might win
Because
if
Donovan
Cleveland has a
Mitchell's there, they're
chance.
gonna win 50 plus games too. Yeah, it's true.
So
It's another
that's
good
why I'm
pick.
saying this race might actually be more complicated than
Then it looks.
uh, yeah.
And we both might be fucking completely off, and Doc Rivers gets it or some shit. We'll see what happens.
That'd be crazy.
That's the beauty of predicting shit at the beginning of the season, because then you look back with 2 weeks left and we were like, "Yo, what the fuck were we talking about, bro?"
Well, we're gonna revisit these picks when they're announced.
We were either bang on or not bang on at all. So we'll see what happens. But Matt,
Yes,
other
sir.
than that, we're gonna have the MVP shit coming, probably power rankings, all kinds of
Yes,
stuff. So
sir.
it's gonna be a lot of NBA
A lot
this
of
year.
NBA content. Season 2.
A lot of
We
NBA
out.
stuff. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.